It's about 6:07. Been sitting in the stand 20-25 minutes already. Had to come get a few things adjusted, but we're sitting in a new spot down on the edge of a swamp. We don't have anything but the bow. We're trying to get a big buck with a bow now if we can. So sprayed some bow hunter fatal obsession out on my way on the trail on the way in, and got a mock scrape right in front of me with some doe estrus. So the rut's on anyway. So let's see what'll happen this morning. Oh my God. Sorry, my camera's falling. I don't know how you can see the shot on camera, but I just stuck a good buck. I just stuck a good buck with the bow, man. Oh my God. He came in following a doe. I was already standing up. Oh, I nailed him. I nailed him. Oh dude, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, hunting deer. I've been hunting deer for 15 years. 16, 15 years I've been in the woods every year, and that is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm hunting down here. I don't even know what time it is. 8:57 right now. Let me hang my bow back up. 8:57 right now. Coolest thing I've ever seen in my life hunting deer. I was already standing up and I heard a deer walking behind me. A doe walked maybe 25 yards behind me, and then next thing I heard was just a low, deep grunt, man. That buck was grunting, and dude, he never stopped. I know you can hear it on the camera. That doe was just chilling over there, and he came up and started working on a rub. I know you can see it partially. It was hard filming behind me though. He started working on a rub right here, not 10 yards behind me. I didn't have a shot right there, because there's a big pin oak right there that he was behind. So I just had to sit there and watch him. Dude, I was shaking. I was shaking so bad I could feel my butt cheeks shaking. I mean, like, that's just how bad I was shaking. And then there's another pine right here 10 yards behind me that's already rubbed, that I took a picture of and had just posted on my Instagram. And then he started reworking that rub, and he started working on it. And I was trying to get the camera on it, man, but it was hard. I know you couldn't really see it because I had to get the camera around this side, the left side of the tree, and I'm shooting around the right side of the tree. It wasn't even an easy shot to make, but dude, let me check it with the rangefinder. He was close. I mean, I shot with my 10-yard pin. The tree he was rubbing on is 11 yards. That's how close he was. 11 yards. And I mean, I freaking punched him, it looked like, in the lungs with the Exodus. So I'm not gonna try to rush in there and get him, but I'm gonna watch the video and see what you can see, and hopefully go find a good buck. Yes! It's the second deer I've ever shot with my bow. He's a decent buck. I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna call some people, and then we'll go try to find this thing. Alright, so that's the tree I was sitting in, right up there. And he was standing right here, working this rub. Standing right here. Initially, I mean, as confident I am in my shot, initially, this isn't looking great. This is my ear. I got blood on it, but it's not great. So I'm not exactly sure where I hit him. I got blood and then some hair right here on the blood on the air, but then I walked 15-20 yards that way and I don't see the first drop of blood. So don't want to push the deer, especially when you're not sure where I shot it. So I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna go watch the video and see what I can see and just give them a little time. That's the best thing you can do. Alright, so I've been following the blood trail on this deer pretty good ways, 150 yards maybe, and he's picked up bleeding. I mean, I got a pretty good bit of blood here, but what's strange is I got a dozen drops here of blood and it's like a dead end. I don't know if it went that way, this way, that way. It's just like it stopped. He's been bleeding out both sides. I mean, not the best, but not the worst. I mean, it's good. It's good red blood. So I feel like he's got to be dead, but I'll have to pick back up on this blood trail here. Alright, well, it's about 5:15 this evening. I shot that buck this morning with the bow behind me. After watching the video and talking to a few people, it looks like I hit him in the heart, low, right behind the shoulder. I followed blood for probably 200 yards and it just stopped. And I backed out after that just in case he went down yet, and gave him 4 or 5 more hours, and we came back in here looking for him. And we hadn't been able to find anything. But I'm not giving up. I'm going to watch for buzzards the next day or two, and hopefully I can find them. But if not, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Is that bug on the camera?
Yeah.
That's why I'm crawling. That's just how it goes sometimes. Like they say, the highs are high and the lows are lows, but that's definitely part of bow hunting. That was the only deer, the second deer I've ever shot with my bow. So I think I'm going to start swacking every deer I see with my bow now, just to get a little more experience with it. But I'm not going to give up on finding them for sure, but if we don't, it'll be alright. I'll get another one.
Why?
Woo! 3 Oaks Outdoors. It's all part of it. All part of it.